You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Erickson?
Yeah.
And Black Phone. And Black Phone 2.
Right.
Fucking love
and
that
all
guy.
of their stunt guys, or their other crew guys, were all Marvel movie people that worked on Marvel movies. I was like, fuck. I didn't know. And Amanda had told me about it before. But we shot all this stuff, and like 90% of it got on the cutting room floor, so all you see of me in that movie is my legs.
Wait, are we recording this? Because this is great.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Double check.
See?
Yeah.
I'm a great producer and host of this show.
Wait, were you in the? So you were in the Scott Derrickson segment of VHS? Okay.
Nick's seen it. He owns
Yeah,
it,
I did
probably.
watch it. Well, I don't own the
I'm in the
physical.
one with Amanda Day. I'm one of the cops that busts in.
Okay.
Yeah, I play cops. Amanda's always like, can you come play a cop in this film? Yeah. Do you have your own gear?
I'm a cop on TV, baby.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. Well, I tell people I'm a doctor on
Either
TV.
that or military, because I was in, what was that 3-part one that Laura and...
Oh, yeah. He shot that.
That was Choices. Did you?
Oh, he shot one piece of that.
Oh.
He shot a different
Shepherds,
one.
I think.
Shepherds.
was the
And
first.
Choices was the other one?
Choices was the other one.
Yeah, and it's all part of a story.
Yeah, it's a long, so I was in Choices. It was so fucking hot. It was right after my back surgery, too. But it was so fucking hot. We were out there sweating our balls off. Oh, so fucking hot.
Watch
I mean,
this.
it was fun. I was also the armorer on that one.
Oh, hey. That's an important job, especially for Alec Baldwin. Welcome to Movie Theaters with the Farx Brothers.
Wow, what an opening.
That is your cold open right there.
Yeah. Damn. Alright, I'm Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
And we're joined by Nick Krekeler, producer, director, and writer. We are going to be talking
No
about...
producer, director, actor. We talked about it before.
Oh, damn it.
Welcome to the show. See, people may find out in the future that you beat me in one part of the podcast, but I think now we're tied in the podcast.
Oh, I thought...
Like, we're always competing to win the podcast, just so we're
Alright.
clear.
So is actor last?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Can I
fine.
be
Whatever.
that?
Doesn't
Do you
matter.
want to say what movie series we're covering? Or, like, movies we're covering?
We're covering the John Wick series, not including Ballerina.
Yeah, that was fair, because we've already covered that with Teresa Alvarado, and we would not want to step on...
Which she would absolutely perfect for talking about that movie.
Yeah,
Teresa's
she was great.
amazing.
She surprised us by telling us she felt validated by being asked to be on a stupidly named show. I say stupid because I came up with it with Nick.
Listen, my podcast is called Best Threesome Ever, so
Yeah.
sometimes the name sells itself.
Obviously people will find out that I won't ask this in the future on the interview. What is it like running a podcast? Like, I run a podcast, we run a podcast. I don't know that I love running a podcast. I want to make movies, but I think this helps.
I love talking about films and nerdy stuff and getting my opinion out there.
I like that.
I like that part. The editing part is like the headache part. Like
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't want to. I don't want to. And so you kind of put it off. And you're like, I should have a deadline. And I will tell you, when I first started editing a podcast, I don't know if this happened to you guys. I would cut out all the little.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
And all those, I cut out every single one of them. It would take me 9 hours, and then I just was like, "Fuck, I don't care." And I just cut out spaces to make conversation shorter. And one of our former hosts, he would speak kind of like Captain Kirk. He'd be like, "And I want to tell you about the thing that I want to."
Have
Tell you
sex
about-
with on a planet.
Right. So I'd have to go in and like shorten all
Yeah.
of that, because it was just like, I don't want to listen to that. I want to listen to a continuous sentence.
Do you think
That-
there should be more sex in John Wick?
No.
Why
gonna have it.
why would you need
not
sex in
James
John
Bond.
In
Wick?
between
In between the
wicking-
killing?
wicking out?
No.
I don't
The
know.
whole thing was it was because of his wife. No other woman will match
Yeah,
his
why?
wife.
That's
If
weird.
he comes back to life someday,
He's not.
Spoiler.
Sorry, I was not gonna.
Spoilers.
We're in the non-spoiler section. Okay, non-spoilers. I fucked up. Sorry. I want to be John Wicked for good.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is the non-spoiler section.
Hashtag
Yes.
John Wicked for
So
good.
don't
baby.
talk about the movie, but talk about the movie, but don't spoil it.
No big spoilery things.
well,
I mean,
talk-
can you really spoil John Wick?
Okay.
I don't know.
The other thing I kind of want to say, like, and feel free to address this however you want. It is kind of fucked up that like I pressed play on this movie, and that was right when I found out. Like I was also on my computer to take notes, and that's right when I found out about the shooting last Saturday. So it was like, and so here's how I'd like to lead into that, because obviously this is an entertainment podcast. Right. It's a bait show. We've already kind of addressed our thoughts on this in a previous episode before the thing started, so I don't feel we have to address it more. But what I think is interesting to talk about, and I'm curious, like, why Wick resonates with you, is that sometimes when bad shit's going on in my life, like, I've got a privileged life, let me be clear, but like, if I'm feeling bad, horror makes me feel better, because it's like, well, it's not that bad. And like, in a circumstance where, well, that is a terrible thing, and it's very clear to me, and I can sense, like, the unfortunate conversations, watching John Wick's clean. It's like what I get from Clint Eastwood in the 70s and 60s and 80s, and you know. So like, I don't know, what is it for you? And think about your thoughts.
It's escapism. Pure movies for me has always been escapism, because you get to, like, for a couple hours you get to sit, kind of forget about your life, and watch a story. Same with like watching a theater show. I love watching live theater. You can just escape. Just kind of whatever. And some people it's music, right? Or opera or whatever. But yeah, it's just pure escapism, just to kind of get away from whatever I don't want to deal with for a couple hours. And entertainment, obviously. Action movies, sci-fi always will get me. Comedy. My go-to show is always Scrubs. You know, if you just want to kind of like just lose your mind.
I'm no Superman.
Right.
What's coming back?
And just keep watching. And like I've watched Scrubs season 1 through 8 9 million times.
Why not 9?
A girl in high school got me into Scrubs. You know who you are? Because she was like,
she's watching this podcast right now.
She is. You don't know. You don't know which of my exes are watching this show.
Yeah.
Mrs. Farx, no. But anyways, and she was like, you should watch Garden State, and then I got into Scrubs. You're a gun guy, right?
I am.
Okay, because like there's car guys, there's gun guys, there's different tooling guys. Like he is a camera guy. He can talk about the speeds and all of these things for a lot of different technical, and also the editing software. Would you say that's fair?
Right.
Yeah.
And so for you, when you watch John Wick, and I also know you to be a sound editor from our previous relationship of you making Z-Fest movies, what do you like? This must like either be the perfect version of that, or what does not it like achieve? Or like it's different for. I'm not a gun guy. I've shot guns for work, mostly. No, well, like because I'm in a white. Someone who looks like me, who occupies this corporeal form at their W-2 job, might have to go to the horse and hunt club with clients and do something like that.
It's not ultimate. There's still there. Every movie has things you go, what the fuck? Why?
They fuck up the sounds.
Why? Not the sounds, but the. No, they're pretty. Their sound is pretty spot on.
Got it.
There's a scene where he takes a. I don't. Are we talking about the film, or are we just talking?
Well,
about
you can talk about
it
and like say what he's doing with the gun specifically. And most people who are watching this either don't care or know exactly what we're already talking about.
So there's a few things with John Wick that just blew me out of the fucking water. First of all, Keanu Reeves is actually that fast. He trained super hard with the three-gun guy that everybody goes to in the film industry. So he's actually there's film of him on the 3-gun course, actually reloading, redoing.
I have the Blu-rays, bro. It's I watch that shit and love it.
Transitioning, all that stuff. He's really that fast. So that's impressive for an actor, because most actors don't dedicate that kind of.
It's like Ilhan actually trying to punch the guy last night.
Right.
What up, Ilhan?
So there's that. Two, they created Gung Fu, which was absolutely blows my mind. But there's a part, but I always look for like little things that I just go, this was a filmmaker decision that I don't, this was a director choice that I don't fucking understand.
Chad Stahelski.
In the third one, he comes up the stairs, he's being chased by a bunch of guys. He goes upstairs, there's an array of pistols sitting there, revolvers. And there's an array of bullets right there, and he picks one little caliber up, and then he like picks up the first gun and slides it in and it doesn't go in. But then he picks up a second gun, which is the correct caliber, rips apart the other gun to put the chamber on that gun. I'm like, why don't you just use that fucking gun you just grabbed?
No, because he wanted to make a better gun out of two guns.
It wasn't
that was
better.
So
they were
cool.
the same gun. They're both Colts.
Also, he only fired it once.
One was an Army, an 1863 Army Colt revolver. The other one was a later Colt. I don't know the exact model number. It's like a 1873, I think.
When's the bullet invented?
I don't know. Japan?
Yeah, but wait, when though?
I don't know. It was gunpowder was invented in Japan.
Okay, because but gunpowder goes back like hundreds of years. We've only had the modern gun.
And that's what he does is he takes the chamber, but he picks up the first gun and slides it in. It doesn't fit, and it's like a normal like Colt Peacemaker. The gun that he picks up to pull the barrel off of. And it's shown very quickly is a percussion cap Army 1863. I think is the exact model.
Wait, a percussion cap? What does that mean?
So that would mean that when they loaded it, they would load in the gunpowder. So you load it from the barrel, load in your gunpowder, load in your shot.
Oh.
Stuff it down. There's an actual on the bottom part.
Well, yeah, 1863, right? So.
Right. So, and then some would put, depending on if you're traveling or not, some would put wax on the edge to keep the bullet from rolling out.
Yeah.
So then after that, or then until they invented the shaped bullet that we know today. But then on the back end, to shut off the gunpowder, they had primers that we just put in the little thing, half cock it, throw in the primers. There you go. That was it.
How often are you practicing at a gun range as like, somebody who knows how to use a gun?
Not as often as I would like to afford with, but I do.
Oh yeah, because it's expensive.
I do a lot. Well, since airsoft is a thing now, I do a lot of practicing at home. So like drawing, tactical stuff. It sounds silly.
What do you mean drawing tactical stuff?
Transitions, doing stuff around the house where you're just trying to like, how would I do this corner? How would I do this?
Oh, how would you come around a corner with a gun kind of thing?
Right. Or just playing with them because I've never played with that kind of gun before, but airsofts are a lot cheaper, so then I'm playing with it at home. And so my housemate will come home on occasion and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, full tactical gear.
Inside your own
right. Or if I don't, my tac vest has pretty much been the same setup for years. And then I've used it on I have a couple different ones. And when I go to a film, they might be asking for, like a film set, they might be asking for something specific, so I have to change things. And then I have to sit there and figure out where I want it to make sense, because form follows function. And if it doesn't make any sense, or if it's somewhere stupid, then it doesn't make sense and it won't look good on film for me. Mm-hmm. So John Wick, I think they did a phenomenal job with the gun sounds, the training that they had was, even Holly Berry was out on that 3-gun range, and she was doing things that most people can't do.
I showed that to the Farxlings when they were like 2 and 3, like not the actual movie, but
right.
like the behind the
training.
So you look at the people doing all this stuff in the gym.
Right. Look at them train.
Yeah.
And then also his martial arts, like Keanu Reeves busting his ass every day with the stunt team doing the martial arts, learning all the falls and all the choreography. Because again, fights are a dance. Fight choreography is like a dance. That's why dancers, Zoe Saldana is the perfect example. She used to be a dancer. Her first movie, in fact, Center Stage, was about ballet dancers.
And she dances in Emilia Perez.
She does, but she's also very good at all these fight scenes that she does because she was a dancer. And she's like, oh, it's like dance. It's like, yep, exactly. It's like a dance. Just got to remember the steps. Got to remember what you're doing, where your arms are going.
Same thing with Captain America guy. He's not current Captain, Steve Rogers.
Yeah,
because he's not Cap right now. He was Mickey Mouse Club.
Chris Evans?
Yeah, he's Mickey Mouse Club, and
sure
was Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Farx, I'm interested to know. So he's a horror guy. He's not an action guy. Is that fair to say?
I'm not a modern day action guy. Like up through like maybe like what mid '90s action movies.
Where do you break off with action in the mid '90s?
I don't know, because then it becomes like Michael Bay and
I love
those
Michael
guys.
Bay. Do you like Michael Bay?
Yes and no. I like his films, but you can see a lot of the same things he does in films that you just go, it's the same shot used in Bad Boys.
Because it looks cool. Give me an example. Give me an example of a cool shot from Bad Boys in like Ambulance. That's what I call it.
Was that Michael Bay or was that?
That was Michael
That
Bay
was
for
Michael Bay.
Ambulance.
It's a lot of drone shots.
But who? I might have misquoted the director on that one. Wasn't Michael Bay for Bad Boys? Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was
For
it?
the first two. The second two are from directing pair who worked on Miss Marvel.
I don't pay attention to the second two.
What? Dude.
They're so stupid.
The third one was Bad Boys for Life, which they didn't say for
We
a
can talk
fourth
about
movie.
color theory.
Oh God! Someday
Yeah.
I want to have color theory. But I guess Nick, where were you at with this modern action? Because this was outside his like taste palette usually.
Yeah, well, I liked it better than the first one, which is the only other one I've seen.
Oh, so he's gonna make fun of you now because you only watched 3. He's only seen 1 and 3.
Yeah.
We watched all 4 again. Like as I said, I hit play. 15 minutes later, what happened happened, and then I was like, well, I'm still gonna watch all these.
I actually didn't like it. Actually didn't like John Wick until the second movie.
What? I
Yeah.
think I agree with you. What did you see the first one in a theater?
No,
Neither did I.
I saw it TV, HBO, I think. Yeah, I saw it on TV, and I was like, I think my housemate was watching at the time. I was like, what is it? Like, what's going on? I think we watched the second one. We were watching the second one. I'm like, what the fuck? So we kind of got to watch the first one to understand it. So I went back and I watched the first one. I was like, okay, John Leguizamo's in it. I like John Leguizamo. Underrated actor.
Luigi. Luigi Mario.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah.
He was also Clown in Spawn.
I recently acquired that and still haven't made it through. I'm sorry. I fell asleep. He was there.
Oh, we didn't finish that? I thought we did finish it.
You finished it. It was after karaoke that one night. And
Yeah.
Anyways.
Right. So I watched it, and Theon Greyjoy's in it, and fucking
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, from Game of Thrones.
William Dafoe.
I said to Mrs. Farx,
Again,
this guy got neutered,
Yeah.
and now he's a bad guy, and John Wick's gonna kill him.
He's speaking Russian. Again, for if you don't watch the first episode, I use character names because I'm bad with names. So if I know their character, I'll use a character reference.
People will find that out later, and after this is all released,
Right.
Who knows? It is kind of funny that you were a dancer, a dancer, a martial artist, and you're a gun guy. This is like, exactly your thing. But you don't get you.
Right.
You didn't. Were you one of the guys that like dressed up with Lee and Amanda and saw the third one in theaters?
No,
Okay, because I ran into them when they were doing that. and
I was not available. I was working.
like, okay, gotcha. I'm sorry. I hope you're not getting like FOMO from that.
I'm not. I've only the only time I've dressed up for a movie was Star Wars.
Well, the only time I've
As a
dressed up is
Jedi?
for John Wick 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars is the only one I've ever dressed
What
up
did you
for.
dress up as?
A Jedi. Duh.
Oh,
yeah.
My company is named after my Jedi character,
Your company?
which I got
Production
to
company?
play. I actually got to play my Jedi character in Alan Tracy's movie,
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Kyber Run.
Kyber Run.
And that was the lead thing. He's like, I want you to be your Jedi. I was like, all right.
What's your Jedi?
His name is Kale Wynn.
Kale
He's-
Wynn.
Yeah, he's an old timey from the pre-era Republic, not pre-era, but like just before the first film, episode.
The 100
1.
years before, where they made that one show.
Acolyte? No.
Yeah. Did
Not
you like
that old.
Acolyte?
I loved Acolyte. It's Kurosawa with lightsabers. Are you kidding me?
I didn't like the ending.
Were
they,
Are you
like-
a big Star Wars fan?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Because like I've seen everything and I will read things, but I oscillate.
Star Wars fans are the worst one of the worst fan bases.
Yeah, no
That's why I
kidding.
need to
History.
moderate on it. But I'm glad Kathleen Kennedy's gone. No, I'm so happy.
Oh,
I don't
I don't think
care.
it's getting better.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy's
Well, I like Dave Filoni.
I like Dave Filoni, but he sucks the cocks of his prequels like you wouldn't fucking believe.
So, prequel. I like the prequels. What are you gonna come out here and advocate for 9 to me?
No. Those ones are I like those ones, and I don't hate the prequels as much as most.
I love the prequels.
I like the prequels. I just don't like the green screened everything.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
That's why I love what they're doing now, where they're going back to like traditional, and then the VOM that they have. Fucking holy balls! I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw the behind the scenes on The Mandalorian, and you go, "What? That wasn't filmed outside? Are you fucking kidding me?"
Well, yeah, they started with the Lion or Jungle Book,
Jungle
right?
Book.
Yeah, the Jungle Book, and then Lion King.
What's his name?
John Favreau.
There we go.
Different from
Happy.
the Pod Save America John Favreau.
Correct.
Also a podcast.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about John Wick and whether or not
Right.
Nick liked the action and how he liked 3 better than 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what I was disappointed about with 1 is that I felt like it was just a lot of like fancy shooting, like a lot of like, and I was like, okay, well that's fine.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
It's a tactic, but keep going. Sorry.
Wait, what's a tactic?
I want to
Okay. Yeah.
But 3, like right off the bat, like more like hand-to-hand stuff I felt like than what was in 1 from what I remember, and just well choreographed and well shot, and I appreciated that they didn't cut like every 5 frames. They held shots for several seconds at a time
Because he actually practiced.
yeah well that's so it avoids the pitfall of like other modern day action, which is like they cut so fast you can't tell what the fuck's
Jason
going
Bourne
on.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, so I appreciated that. I'm not like super into the story. It's fine, like it's well shot. It looks good.
How would you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, really well choreographed fights and really shot well and edited well.
I'm curious about the thing you said, but I also want to talk about like how would you diagnose this against like the Russo brothers' approach to action? Because I remember I specifically think of Scarlett Johansson. She's a small person. I'm not insulting her, but she's like 5'2". You know what I mean? So her fighting.
She's
people-
5'2"?
I don't know how
Like
she's.
5'4", I think. Yeah.
Excuse me for the 2 inches
Yeah.
on ScarJo. My
How
point
dare
is
you.
that her fighting in Age of Ultron, directed by Joss Whedon, looks like exactly what he said, where it's a lot of cutting. And then I felt like by the time they got to when you see her in, it's because Age of Ultron came out the year before, or 2 years before Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Correct.
So like, how would you compare contrast like Captain America: Winter Soldier with John Wick? But first, tell us about the thing with shooting a lot in John Wick 1.
I was also going to say that the other thing I liked about it too is that John Wick pays attention to his weapon going dry or his round, and they reload, and he reloads, and that's something you don't see a lot in action films. Not so much in the 90s. Because that was like, we have unlimited ammo. I never have to reload.
I have a 6-bullet revolver.
But in this movie, they seem to. And I know that they were using airsoft in some scenes and live round, or not live rounds, but blanks in other scenes. Because like the scene with the horses, they had to use airsoft because you can't fire real guns around horses.
Yeah.
Which is another thing, because you're like, if this was real and you're firing that many guns around that many horses, and all of them are just sitting there like, what's going on? Yeah. Okay, cool. Whatever, I'm just going to eat my hay. They'd be losing their shit. And then your the real question was, how do I compare it to the Russos? So the Russos, I think, they look at the character and go, again, the form versus functionality, right? Like, what cool things can you do in martial arts can you do, or fighting styles can you do that would match your character? And they do that pretty well. And the quick cuts are because they're cutting between her and her stunt double.
Well, yeah, and I was saying they do it even less than Joss Whedon did it. You know?
Money Makers, her stunt double. I forget her first name.
Oh.
She just won an award, but she's on her own. She's directing now, I think, too, which is phenomenal.
Which relates to John Wick because they were stunt doubles
Correct.
or stuntmen who.
They use less stunt doubles because they use it for like a lot of the big action, but all the fighting was Keanu Reeves and the stunt team. And the difference is I think with each progressive John Wick movie, each one was like, that was crazy, and the next one's like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
And they progressively get crazier and crazier. And I'm a huge fan of improv fights, like just random like knock around
grabbing
fights,
stuff.
grabbing stuff. And what I love about even like John Wick, so like Scarlett Johansson, like say her character's Black Widow. Like every time she'd throw a knife, if she did, I don't think she threw any knives at anybody, but if she did, it would probably hit perfectly every single time. In John Wick, they show in that hallway scene where they're fighting with knives, they're throwing knives at each other and just bouncing off each other, which is very realistic because there's an art to throwing knives. I've tried it. It's fucking hard. It's very hard.
You got to get the point to go where you need it to go when
they're
it's
using,
piercing.
Yeah, and they're using different kind of knives. They're not using throwing knives. They're using all sorts of knives. And they're just chucking them at each other, praying to God it sticks, or just getting them to flinch to get them to, so I'm a huge fan of that. So I think like the Russo brothers, I think they do well with action. I don't ever hate any of their action or anything. There's nothing that really sticks out in my mind that's like, oh, God.
What's your ranking of the 4 John Wickuses? Think about your ranking. I think I know his. And you'll include Ballerina. I know
One's
mine.
at the bottom, 2 is next. 3 and 4 I get wishy-washy about. But just because 4 is just bonkers crazy.
It is.
Plus they have, what's his name, in a fat suit doing martial arts. Like nobody's
Forgets it.
business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I looked this guy's name up. Is he a white guy?
Yes.
He's a
Yeah.
white martial artist who's like known overseas more than he's known here.
He's an amazing martial artist.
I've heard.
And to do that in a fat suit,
Yeah.
It's dedication.
first of all, fat suit's fucking hot. Second of all, oh my God. Anyways, yeah.
And Donnie Yen.
Props, yeah. Well, and Donnie Yen and Sonata, what's his first name?
Oh, the guy from Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Yeah, Scorpion and fucking Ip Man fighting each other, which we'll get into that. I have thoughts about that. So
Yeah.
my ranking would be... they'd use dogs in 3 too. That was pretty fucking badass.
And dogs are important to John Wick.
Probably 4, 3, 2, 1. Top
4,
to
3,
bottom.
2, okay.
Number 1 being 4.
You want to go, sir?
Sure, you want me to include ballerina in there?
Because you want to. And
Sure.
think about where you would include yours.
I mean, it's 4, 3, ballerina, 2, and 1.
4,
Yeah.
3, ballerina, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Where would you put ballerina?
I think I'd kind of agree with him. I think it was good, but it was like, you're trying, like they were trying too hard. But
It's too pick me for the John Wick.
well, no, not that. But like, I can't quite describe it. Like it was like we've seen this before. It's
Yeah.
like once
There
you've
were-
done all the insane things you've already done, how do you do more insane?
There were like 2 or 3 was like where ballerina runs into the room and there's all the guns and she takes the the grenade launcher. That was a unique scene, and like I'll give it that 4 has like the top down thing, but I would put 3 above 4, and I might put 4 and ballerina parallel to one another only because I think 4 is too much, and it's like it's only for the real sickos in the John Wick universe, which I am one of. I dressed up to go watch it, and then after I did that, the next day I saw it again because I am a sicko and just loved the experience of like seeing it in a Dolby theater with like, you know, the seats actually doing that, and I knew I'd only have it that one time. Watching it in 4K with surround sound isn't as good as that.
Right. You should see that, at least if you don't see 4,
Yeah.
you should see the overhead fight scene that they have. It's
Yeah.
shot from overhead. It's fucking amazing. It is like when I was blown away when I saw it. Like
I would
don't see
compare it.
filmmaking. Like
You've seen Atomic Blonde. You know how there's that one shot, and like that's an impressive piece of filmmaking with going up the stairs, going down the stairs, and even he watched that.
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's good." But this movie sucks because they do that. What is your description of like hitting cars into people or something?
Oh, I don't know if I have a name for it. It just seemed like a thing that happens a lot.
Like
Hitting cars.
The way you like hit someone with a car, they do that a lot in 4, and they do it
Yeah.
in Atomic Blonde.
He does that a
You're doing
lot.
3 as well.
Yeah.
You get well at the end of 3, falls off a building and I don't know how.
Surprise. Yeah.
He falls off of buildings in 3
Spoilers.
and 4.
Well, he fell off the roof in 1, which I'm just like, so there's those parts of John Wick where it's kind of like
It's a little bit of a superhero movie.
it's
That's
a little
why.
Yeah.
it's a little superhero-ish, yeah.
And I've found like
The Kevlar suits.
yes, and I've watched the YouTube video where the guy tries it and like he puts it on a dummy, and like even if you could keep the bullet from going through the suit, the impact would.
I will tell you this for reference. Bulletproof vests are great, and they do stop bullets, and
Your ribs still break.
they hurt. It's like getting hit in the chest with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
So imagine every single bullet that he takes is like getting hit with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're tiny and skinny. Like,
He's what, 6 foot, probably weighs 180.
I don't know. Probably.
Keanu Reeves. I don't know. I'm not gonna like. Sorry, Keanu, not to like get into your body.
I don't know
or
if he's
something.
even 6 feet, is he?
I don't
No
care.
idea.
I'm not 6 foot, so I don't care who is or is not.
All right.
This is about you.
No, I just don't know why you put that qualifier.
I felt like it's, you know, I'm not going to go out here saying I'm 6
Oh.
foot or whatever. Does John Wick overkill? That's something he said.
Yeah, I think he does. Because
What do
he's.
you mean?
Okay, so like in John Wick 4, when he's climbing up those stairs, he throws. The bad guy comes down he rolls down. He shot him already. The bad guy's falling, but he continues to shoot him. Like the second or third bullet killed the bad guy, but
He does
he's
that in all
still
the
doing
films.
it. Yeah. It is
that-
a little overkill.
And that goes with what you were going to ask me before about. I said that there's a philosophy as to the John Wick thing. It's action and violence. Like, you know, if you want to get if you want to philosophize about
I do.
action and like war movies and war in general and Shang Tsung and war, Art of War. And
Wait, did you say Shang Chung?
I did. That's not his name. The writer who wrote
Sun
Sun
Tzu.
Tzu.
Sun Tzu. There it is.
Yeah, Art of War.
I did say Shang Tsung. I'm not playing Mortal Kombat 2.
I was
sorry.
thinking of Shang-Chi because Trevor Slattery shows up in Wonder Man. I guess I am kind of a nerd.
I'm a big nerd. But to understand peace, you have to understand war. And so action and violence is, if you want to win a fight, you have to be more violent than the person you are fighting. So what drives me insane with it's philosophy, and it actually works really well. What drives me insane with like gun movies is always that hallway scene where like they're ducking and blah blah blah. And da, da, da. Me personally, you know what I mean with any action movie where they're shooting at each other.
They take cover.
They're shooting and then they duck and then they shoot and then they duck.
Yeah.
The winner of that fight is going to be the person that shoots and then stays out there and waits for the person to pop their head up, and then you shoot again
Yeah.
because that's more violent. Because I'm not going to wait for you. I don't need to duck. Why do I need to duck? Because you're not shooting. I've already got you pinned down, and then if you think I'm going to duck after I'm done firing, and you pop your head out, well, now you're dead.
Did you ever play paintball?
I play paintball a lot.
Do you still play paintball?
No, I'm too old. My body does not do that anymore.
What? What's that mean?
Because I played in the woods.
I played paintball in the woods.
Yeah, jumping and running. I'm too fat, my body. I got bad knees. Years of martial arts, dance, and soccer ruins your knees, believe it or not.
Fish oil, baby. You need to take
Fish
them
oil.
I
fish
do.
pigs.
I have, but the doctor said I injured my knee a few years ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I injured my knee at work, and I went to the doctor, and they MRI'd it and stuff. The doctor comes in, he's like, "You got the knee of a 90-year-old." He's like, "You got like
Damn.
5." He's like, "You got 5% cartilage in your knee."
Oh!
You need that thing Batman puts on his knee, and suddenly he could fight crime again. And
Yeah.
Dark Knight
I
Rises.
just need new knees.
Yeah.
So he pretty much said, "You don't need it now, but you eventually need knee replacement surgery."
Ooh.
Brendan Mitchell, who we've worked with, has that, like...
Yeah,
where-
he just had surgery a few months ago, right? Maybe last year.
Oh, yeah, he did
Yeah.
have knee surgery again, yeah. And hip
Oh,
surgery.
again?
Well, yeah, he told me about I think it was a hip cartilage thing, actually.
Yeah.
With, like, down to, like, 2% at one point. So it's like, oh, I am sorry. I don't feel your pain. Thank you. Or thank you. I hope not.
Well, but it's my left knee specifically because that's the knee I'd always twist on to kick. Right?
That's why you... are you Orthodox or Southpaw?
I do both.
Okay, now you do? Or you switch now?
Well, I do when I was in martial arts, I normal, and then I do something called a reverse guard. So instead of normal fighting stances like this, I do a reverse guard because I'm fat.
Oh,
and
Philly style.
I want to protect my
The Philly show. That's what we call that in
Philly?
boxing.
Oh.
Oh, in boxing.
Yeah, in boxing, it's called a Philly show when you go like
this is just a reverse guard because then you're
Okay.
protecting your face a little bit better. You can do more moves. That's how I.
Because you can draw your sword. And
But I
kick
didn't.
more.
Well, and my first thing was my first martial arts was karate, and I get my black belt? Yes, but it was at a karate place that they give you a belt for if you can do a kick, and then they give you another belt if you can do 2 kicks. So I don't qualify that as a real black belt. But then when I got into mixed martial arts, which wasn't like MMA, like today, it was just a mixed martial arts, meaning it combined karate, kung fu, Shorin Ryu, Aikido. There's a couple other things that he tossed in there. This guy had kind of created his own form. He's got like 7 black belts. But then that's when I kind of learned this reverse thing because it was just easier for me because I kept getting kicked in the stomach and in the ribs. And I'm like, that hurts.
Yeah.
He's like, well, try fighting like this. I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. I can protect myself a little bit better. So that's how I do. I can do this. I can fight this way. I don't prefer it because this leg's not as strong to kick with. But
Do you still spar?
I haven't sparred in years. Well, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's not really sparring. We're just rolling on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
But
What do you call Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? There's a name for it.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
It's just Brazil.
So there's Jiu-Jitsu, which is standing kind of combat takedowns and stuff. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is specifically ground fighting. We don't really start from the top. You're always on the ground.
How do you start a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fight then? You guys got to lay
It's
down?
just like you get to that point in the fight. Now you're going to be
Yeah, you
grappling.
probably switch over.
right?
I imagine, yeah.
Or you toss them or whatever, hip toss them or knock them down.
Mm.
I mean, you do stand up and you do take them down, so there is some jiu-jitsu in there, but Brazilian jiu-jitsu specifically focuses on ground fighting.
Have you watched John Wick with your father?
No, my father died.
I'm sorry to
A
hear
year
that.
ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, dang, yeah.
Oh, damn. Well,
That's all right. You didn't know.
I didn't. I didn't. But before that, had you? No. Oh, okay. Interesting. Did you think about it?
No, because he lives in different states.
Ohio?
No, he lived in Tennessee.
Oh, what? Do you like Tennessee?
No, never been. The only time I was there was for a funeral.
Oh, dang.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not a good way to take in. That's not the same thing as going to Broadway in Nashville and seeing all the bachelorette parties.
Right.
Woo, girls, you know.
He did live in Nashville, so.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh,
or no,
sweet.
I'm sorry. He did live in Nashville at one point.
But
and then he moved to
Chattanooga?
Chattanooga.
Okay. I've never been to Chattanooga, which I think is a country song that I've heard.
There it is. It also has a lot of Civil War
Yeah.
history in it, which I was fascinated by because I'm, again, history buff. I like to learn.
Yeah.
When you said all that stuff about the gun earlier, I was impressed. The 1863.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Civil War time.
Right, Civil War time. Because my first interest into guns, really, I mean, other than 80s and 90s action movies, was the show called The Young Riders, which starred Josh Brolin, Stephen Baldwin.
They were doing so many drugs on that set.
I forget. I think this was before Stephen Baldwin started doing drugs.
Oh, good for
Oh,
Steve.
before.
And before he was
Right. This was right after. I think this was right after Goonies. But it's about the Pony Express riders, and they totally made it up because Josh Brolin played Wild Bill Hickok, who was not a Pony Express
No,
rider.
he was not. He dies in Deadwood.
Right. So
Spoiler.
they kind of
In real life.
rated.
Oh.
Right. So he, but that's
I
where I
had no
kind of got my
idea.
first interest in like Western guns and learning what they were carrying. And they carried the 63 Colt Army, which is different than the Colt Navy.
The reason I ask about, like, I assume your father was a boomer?
Yes.
Okay. And you've not watched it with, like, we're the Farx brothers. We have the same parents. But
Yeah.
our father, have you watched it with? The long-haired father?
I'm trying to think of. I think yeah.
That's
I think
how
I
you
watched
saw
it.
the first one.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm just saying.
I got him the double feature of the first two for like Father's Day.
Oh, that's great. I found it to be like a bridge type movie towards other just for dudes. It's not like I'm talking to older women about this, but
Right.
like older dudes are like, yeah, the John Wick, I really like that. And then for whatever reason, when I run into older dudes who aren't into John Wick, it's like we're not gonna click.
Right. My dad did get me into like learning about military history. Like,
Oh, yeah?
you like this movie, then why don't you research it? Why don't you? This was before the internet, so we actually had to like go to the library,
Read a book.
read a book. Right.
Yeah.
What?
That's the best thing parents do, is to challenge children to like, no, why don't you
Learn.
about it? You be a little autodidactic motherfucker.
Right.
That's exactly what my parents said to me. They said, motherfucker. And I was like, how did you know I'm going to? But, you know,
Right.
I have kids. Sorry.
Yeah, I just got that.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
You're on Movie Vaders with the Farx brothers.
Yeah. So he got me into like learning about history, like with Patton, because my dad was in the army. He was he was a tank commander of a platoon of tanks serving in Germany during Vietnam. So they're protecting Germany from a Russian invasion, which really was nothing, but whatever. Also, tanks didn't float on rice paddies, so that's where they were. Anyways, his unit was a subsidiary of Patton's unit. So 3rd Armored Division. So his unit, which no longer exists, was part of that. And he actually served with Patton's son, who he said was a complete asshole.
Oh, the progeny of a famous person isn't the most socially adept person.
Well, he was trying to be like his father, and just nobody gave him any respect. They're like, we don't give a fuck. Just go away.
Yeah, especially if you're coming with the same name, you gotta
Right.
come in with something else.
Also, my mom was an educator, so.
Oh, yeah, we like teachers. We Kirk and I had to fill out a thing for, I won't describe it, but we had to come up. We had.
What are you talking about?
The untold stories thing. I didn't want to say.
Say that. Okay.
By the time this
Sorry.
comes out, it'll have
Mr. Black.
it'll already been submitted, but we had to put a bunch of stuff about like, because it's an untold story, is we are affected by educators in our lives. Remember this?
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. Just writing. You said it so well and naturally that I was like, oh yeah. I've had to write that, and it didn't feel natural to me, so I'm envious of your. And my mother was an educator, like
Special ed.
There's oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sign language specifically. Yeah.
Sign language?
Yeah.
Man, I just saw Primate today, and there's a deaf person in it. And have you seen Primate?
I have not seen it. No.
There's spoiler.
dumb movie.
There's a deaf character in it, and I'm always impressed by like sign language and.
I do it at my W2 job a lot, and people are like, "How do you know?" I'm like, "My mom."
So would you speak ASL?
Very, very rusty. I'm not super proficient at it, but yes.
And even being able to, get by.
I can finger spell, and I know some some signs, but other than that,
Mrs. Farx and the Farxlings know sign language from school, and like it bothers me because also like sometimes they teach like children to sign because it's a faster form of communication for them to get down.
Food,
and sorry.
Food. Yeah.
Oh yeah, or
water.
More. Yeah. Sign language. Oh, and Ruby Rose is in this playing. She's not actually deaf. Did you think her sign language was good?
No, because it's not real sign language. It's just like, because she's like just one, like that's just a J. That's not the sign for just. So no, I mean, it was made up her own sign language.
Batwoman, how dare you?
I know.
She's Batwoman.
Yeah, I know.
As long as you know. Nick wouldn't know.
I knew that.
Oh, you know who Ruby Rose is? She
Yeah.
plays a deaf person in the second one, and Common's in
She
it.
was an Orange is the New Black.
That's right.
Yeah, it's good to her filmography.
No, she's a model. And then her first role was in Orange is the New Black.
You have a better sense of you named other people at a different point by their character name, but Ruby
we
Rose.
haven't got into the movie yet. Watch
Yeah,
it go.
so let's stop these non-spoilers and just go right into spoilers. I think that's a good jumping point.
I didn't talk about dogs yet, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We can talk about dogs.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.